Hello everyone and welcome back. So in this video, we are basically going to continue where we stopped in the past video, where we were talking about the MCP server. So today in this video, we are going to create a very simple MCP server. Whole idea is to look through how do we create a specific MCP server. Right? So for that, what we are going to do is that we are going to use Python as our primary language to create, right? And in the process, we are going to also use a very simple method. For example, we may go ahead and create a simple multiplication function or a subtraction function. And the idea is that whenever we ask our AI agent, hey, can you just multiply these two numbers? I would specifically ask him that instead of, AI agent using its own brain, the LM using its own brain, it should query to my MCP server, get my MCP server work, right? Get the output out of it, and then present me with the output. That's the whole idea. Now, my simple setup looks like that I'm using a cursor. So if you look across, this is a cursor ID that I'm basically looking across. A very nice ID for working with AI agents. Yes, there are a lot of different IDs are also in place, but I would you guys can start off with a cursor as well. You can also go ahead and do this activity from the Visual Code Studio. It's just that you might have to install some extra extensions to be in place. The code you can still go ahead and write over there, but you still need a client which will basically be calling these MCP server. I like cursor because cursor has this agent over here, so you can quickly go ahead and chat with them, and you can ask them to basically get the task done. Also, I'm not using a pro version. I'm using a very plain basic version of cursor, right? So you don't have to pay in order to create or replicate this specific example. Now in the subsequent videos, I'll create a bit more advanced MCP server which is going to be focused on multiple different use cases altogether. So without wasting time, let's go ahead and start writing them out. Okay, so when we start working on the MCP server, the first thing is obviously to install some libraries. And before installing the libraries, my general thing is to start my virtual environment. So why not we just go ahead and start the virtual environment. So VNB. So I just went ahead and started my virtual environment for that matter. So it's taking time to create the virtual environment, as you can see, and all of my requirements that I'm basically going to require in order to work with this, I'll be installing in this environment itself. Okay, while it's getting started, I'll also create a sample requirements.txt file. A good file you need to have to specify your list of all the requirements. And Python already specifies something called as the MCPs as well, right? So Python already has a Python already has this library called as an MCP. Okay, we have to install this library. Anyway, coming back again, so seems like my virtual environment has been activated, has been created. I have to activate this virtual environment, right? So I have to look forward to scripts, right? Activate. Okay, fair enough. So now you can see my virtual environment has been activated. I can simply go ahead and install my MCP. That's the most easiest way to work with that. Or I already have specified this in requirements.txt. I can also run through the requirements.txt and it will install everything for me. Okay, so because MCP was already present, it has cached a lot of things from there. Okay, so my MCP is getting kind of installed. I have to create my first MCP server. For that, I'll just create my server.py file, and this file will consist of all the MCP related code and everything. Now, as I mentioned, we are going to use this MCP. This is like a fast MCP. If anyone has worked with the, fast, with fast APIs, you'll probably know about how to create with them. It's more like if you have worked with a Flask, you have worked with a fast, it becomes easier for you to translate your skill set over here. If not, to watch my, Flask video, you probably have a better understanding on how to create those web applications or the servers in general. Okay, so once we have done that, let's start by calling them. So I'll just call this from mcp.server.fast mcp, and I'm going to import my fast mcp. Create an instance for fast mcp. You just write the name of this mcp. So for example, you know uh, my mcp server, right? So this can be like cool mcp server, or mathematical, maths MCP server. Okay, cool. Now I just have to create some tools. Now tools are the actual function which is basically going to be there. You can create multiple tools to get your task done. Okay, so I'll just create a simple tool. Now, if you look into the official documentation of an MCP server, you'll get a simple idea about having an add function into the place. Looks like an easy, work to get. Right? So I can just go ahead and create an add functions as well, and we'll specify what this two numbers, okay, together, whatever it is, right? So return a plus b. Okay, so my first tool has been created. Similarly, if I want to create another tool, let's say for example a multiplication tool, right? So I can just write a multiplication, right? And the same way, multiply two numbers together and just return the value. So that's it. These are the multiple tools, multiple methods that I'm creating. So when I ask the MCP server, hey, can you just go ahead and do this addition for me, it will call this MCP server, and then it will get the task done. Okay, all I just have to do is create an instance for this, right? So that's it. So when you run this MCP server, it will automatically run in the 27001 8004. If you don't believe me, we can just run this MCP server as well. If you're just running an MCP server, that's it. So did you forget? Okay, my bad. Thank you for the mistake. I forgot to add the parenthesis to. Okay, now fair enough. I mean, my MCP server is up and running. Okay, which means it's pretty much okay to work. Now I have to include this MCP server in my cursor. So again, you can use cursor, you can use Claude. There are multiple ways to do around with, right? The easiest one is to work with the cursor. You go to the settings of the cursor, and there you see this. There is something called as the tools and MCP. Now you see there are a lot of other MCP server which I've already created. You can go across and enable them or disable them as well, totally based upon your requirement. In my situation, what I'm basically going to do is I will just go across and disable all of them and create a new MCP server, which means you specify the location of these MCP server. So click on MCP server. It opens an mcp.json. This is the place where you click specify your entire MCP information. Now you see, I already have multiple MCP servers. I have my MCP server, another demo one, something with McKinsey, something with Testprite. So you can also include a third-party MCP servers as well. You also have these McKinsey, multiple ones as well, right? So if I have to create my own MCP server, I'll have to kind of create the same thing. So I'll just copy one of the existing one, right, and change the name, cool MCP server, right? And specify the folder location. So obviously, in my situation, we already know the MCP server lies in this specific location, which is, hey, it says the personal, whatever the thing is, right? So All I have to do is like replace this one with this. Okay, not bad. It looks like okay. So okay, copy is not working around. I'll just have to write down. Okay, so I just wrote down the path where my MCP server location is. At the same time, the same path I also have to update it for execution of the stream, because obviously when we are basically executing it, it needs to have a Python which is already present inside my virtual environment, which I wanted to basically include and execute it. We already created a virtual environment for that matter. Okay, so we have added this MCP server, which if it works, you can just go across and see this MCP server has been enabled. And you see like, there are already two of the MCP server which has been added, which is an add, which says, hey, add two numbers, right? It takes about two parameters, A and B. Then multiplication, again, it multiplies two numbers together. Now, remember, these are just for demo purpose. We have not made it a production ready. That will be seen in a more of the future videos as well. Now ask the AI agent to do some, task. Multiply the number 5 and 6 using cool MCP server, right? So I'm specifically asking it. Now, obviously, the reason I have to do it because, most of the AI agent now are smart enough in understanding that, it has to call this up, right? So it already knows about the MCP server, which is there, right? It calls the MCP server. It returns using the MCP server's multiplication tool with the inputs. It returns 30. As you can see, we made a very quick call. Now, obviously, nowadays the whole idea of creating an MCP server is whatever the capability the AI agent does not have, we provide those capabilities to the AI agent through the help of the MCP server. And for the next video onwards, we'll be creating much more detailed MCP server for the code. So that's all for this video. We managed to create a very simple MCP server. It's a good starting point. Next video will be creating a bit more on top of it. See you in the next video.